Ugh. Jesus. In literally 20, 30, within the last 30 minutes, I have went from a sober mindset, trying to figure out what the pool's about to be, texting your phone, trying to figure it out, to be completely drunk in literally minutes. And all I'm doing is just burping up that lovely Jameson taste. All the aging is done in the barrel. The What do they use in Irish whiskey lands? Because the peatiness is the peat that they use to, they burn it, and it absorbs that peaty burning smell into the Irish whiskey. But what they actually use is not, it's not corn. I think it's like some type of wheat, but still, fuck. Malted barley. Thank you for the for the reference, Evan, because you're now the person that took the malted barley, used the peat to cook the malted barley and to be able to be in a state of liquor form. And then once you get that liquor, that is necessarily tasteless and it's just white dog, and you put that shit in an aged barrel that Jameson uses that create that beautiful caramel color and the taste. And the slight subtle sweetnesses that when you taste it, you're like, but it's like sweet and dry. It's like you get initially some of the sweet, but then the dry finish of being able to like, it's like, oh yeah, that's Jameson Irish whiskey. That's what happens. I don't know where I'm at right now. I'm in a nightclub. I am not a CEO, but I am about to just do a whatchamacallit, what's that thing? Not a resupply, but a club popularity mission right now. There it is, Evan. You made me drunk, so I can't stop fucking shutting up. So, oh God, here we go. Hold on. Evan's calling me.
So, here's what we're gonna do. For once in our lives, we're going to refuse to be gentrifiers. Some property developers are trying to piggyback off of what we're doing here to open up mini malls or something, run them off, and get us some edge back.
One day we'll be dead, and I'll wear you. I'll let you know how it goes.
Thinking about accessorizing more.
What evs?
I've heard that.
Shit is wavy. I got some nice ski back home. Ah, nuts.
What's the good word?
Irony is so last year. Sincerity is my new jam.
That's right.
I can't wait till we get this Prop 208 passed. Ah, nuts.
Smash the developers' vehicles. God damn it. I don't want to do this mission, but I guess I have to. Whatever. I have 17 minutes to complete it, but still. I haven't used my oppressor, I've been using the buzzard. Evan, are you ready for long
You can use the
convoluted
buster, too.
Alanisms?
They've already started. That's why I made you take another shot.
Oh, it's gonna get even worse.
Oh man.
Adjective Alan's gonna come out. And he's gonna describe everything in such detail that it's... Fuck your shit! I'm just shooting a machine gun at it. Oh. I beg your pardon? Why are you punching me, bro? Like, literally. Yep. I'm gonna beat you up real quick. Baseball bat to the
Chasing
face.
this guy in my Prius.
Dilettante? Dante the Dilettante, or the Dilettante, hold on. Oh my god.
Alright, what do we need to do? Alan?
Huh?
What do we need to do? Oh, you're doing something.
Yeah, I'm smashing up people's fucking vehicles right now with my
I'm gonna go check
precision
my
machine guns.
bunkers, see how the bunkers look.
That's the only reason why I want a terabyte, because I just want to be able to do bunker resupplies for the fucking oppressor missiles. I will spend the 1.5 just to be at my nightclub, just to know that
Just
my
to never have to drive out to fucking Blaine County, like, ever again.
Yeah, like, unnecessarily.
Because there's never a time to go to Blaine County unless you're visiting Mount Chiliad.
Exactly. It's just incredibly pointless to drive it that far. And thank you GTA for making the terabyte.
Awesome! Just spend $10,000. Fucking crash my fucking oppressor in the water.
Oh.
Rude. It's okay, I have 2.2 million. It's not that big a deal.
I think if I could, I would like to take every drug in the world, but also be on camera, like how those people that just experiment with different drugs and they just put it on camera and they just watch the reactions of things that go on. I would love to do that. Evan, you want to do a bunch of drugs and just do it for science and people?
We did that at EDC.
Yeah, but we didn't capture it on film, kind of thing, right? Like we didn't like.
Well, here's the thing, Alan. I intend on being successful in my future. And when you're successful in the future, you can't have that kind of shit on record. I've already got enough pictures of people filming me when I'm drunk off my ass. I don't need pictures of people filming me when I'm on drugs.
But then, like, just own it as, like, the... I don't know, a person that just wants to, like... I don't know. I guess I am a person that just likes to know how...
Are you in my session?
I am...
Not
in your session. I failed a nightclub mission because too many fucking developers go, I hate that mission! And then I'm just gonna join yours and start again.
No, don't join mine. Mine's full. Don't join mine.
Just,
I'm gonna find a new one.
I mean, I have 13 people in mind, but I just fucking... The developers crashes walk. Boom. There you go.
Did that ruin the lobby for you?
Like, as in how, like,
I do that sometimes. If, like, something shitty happens to me in one lobby, I, like, get superstitious, and I'm like, fuck this lobby, I'm joining a new one.
No, because mine was, like, kind of my own personal fault, because I'm just shooting the fucking guys' car.
Yeah, you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful, because you can't kill all of them. You can beat them up, like, if you have those, because every time you do the developers, it's the dudes in the construction that actually attack you.
I know. I don't like them.
So, what
Bastards.
I do What I'll do is I'll like get far enough back so they have to like chase me to come get me, and then I'll like drive to the other side of the car and I'll finish blasting it. Or if I have to, wow, I just joined the session you just left. Like that's the first notification I got was DiZZyHaMsTeR left.
So start a new session because he has left. I'm
This
just letting
section
you...
is jinxed. Actually, yeah. You know what? I'm just gonna buy my terabyte. I've got 2.2.
Just do it. Then let's just do your headhunter mission style things with your terabyte, and then
Let me set.
your spawn location.
Yeah, for my nightclub.
Oh damn it! I dropped up my controller because I'm drunk. Here we go. I am going to try to complete a nightclub popularity mission because there are 10 people in my session as of right now. Let's see how they react to me doing a...
I'm curious how the Oppressor Mark II works. Does it have a boost on it?
I don't know.
After your popularity mission, join my session. I only have
That's fine.
5
I have to
people in my
wait
session.
for anyways because it's fucking... Even
Oh,
though I
well
attempt
then
to
just
run
join
it
my
for 24
session.
minutes. Yeah, I'm just gonna join this right now.
Just join my session. There's not that many people in mine.
I figure as long as I roughly sell 10 cars in a session, because that's me and you both, that's 2 cars per, like,
It's 200k.
that's 200k times 10 is
It's
a
2
million.
million. Yeah.
Yeah, so like, I mean, I don't know, I jacked a bunch of cars. I was just gonna say, like,
Is that
every
what you
time-
want to do? Is just sell fuck tons of cars?
Yeah, and just make that money
Just go on
and
a
just put it
grind.
to, and then put it to the nightclub. So all I had to do now is just, because while I was doing that, I see my nightclub like shit go, and I'm like, 200k for 2 cars. I'm like, it doesn't take too long to steal a car. I'm like, this is pretty cool because they're always top range vehicles,
Yeah.
and I'm like, might as well. But so I'm in your session now,
Okay, cool.
and we're
I need
dealing
to
with
do a
lowlights.
nightclub promotion mission.
Okay, do your nightclub promotion. I'm gonna attempt to do a nightclub promotion.
Ooh, that was way too wet for a fart.
Ooh, you know what that means? Check your underwear.
I'm not wearing any.
Oh, perfect. Then you have to check your shorts.
I'm not wearing any.
Ooh.
No other options? Is that all you got for me, Alan? Check the bed sheets?
Yeah, check the bed sheets. Check your PS4 controller. Mine's white, yours is black. I understand there's some differences, but just check the controller regardless.
I don't
169,000
see
is my
any
total.
feces on the controller.
Is my
I don't know
total
if that's
stock.
a good thing or a bad thing. How's your stock look?
Right now, a total of 169. Not too bad.
Do you have any specials?
No, but there's actually this one person that has this one special where it's like 1 and 1. It's called like the French connection or what have you. It's only worth like 40k, and I'm like, I
But
wanted
still,
to do it.
no,
but-
if you have one of those, do them, because you still get a bonus for doing special cells. Like, the reason why I'm doing it the way I'm doing it is because I want to build my stock, but since you don't have stock to build, you're better off, like, every time you see a special cell that you can do, like, even if it's only 3k extra, it's still going to cut into, you know, Tony's cut a little
That's
bit,
true.
you know? So, for you, until you have more storage, do every single special cell mission.
What's the
Because then you're always getting a percentage bonus.
what are the top most expensive things? So there's like South American imports, pharmaceutical research, and I think the next one is cargo and shipments. And then
Yeah, it's cargo and shipments, South American imports, and pharmaceutical are the 3 big ones.
and then what are the
best
other ones?
The next ones are cash creation and not weed or forged documents. Weed and forged documents are the two worst ones.
So if I were to buy another thing while it's on sale, cash creation is the next thing to get.
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, weed and forged documents are the ones that don't pay out as well. They refill faster, but they don't pay out as well. Like, the hourly rate is only like $4,000 an hour versus like the pharmaceutical company, which is like $9,000 an hour. You get me?
Yeah, but then also, like the business battles, there's never like, it seems like there's never printing and copying or cash creation.
So there's 3 business battles. There's weapons, there's
Okay,
cargo,
cargo.
and there's product. Product is basically everything else. So when you do product, you could be getting pot, you could be getting weed, you could be getting coke, you could be getting forged documents, you could be getting
Okay.
counterfeit cash. It's all 5 of them. It's just randomized. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's interesting. Because with my last hire guy that I need to put in, I don't know who to put him into or what to buy. I'm assuming cash creation, and then just like, or see, that's why I'm like, do I just get printing and copying? Because like those are the last 2 that are normally not in a business battle. Like, I don't know what the rarity is and what the.
I wouldn't rely on the business battles. I would consider them a bonus. That's how I view them. Like, I don't rely on the business battles as like a source of restocking. They're just a little extra. You know
So
what I
for
mean?
money produce or money, what would you recommend as the next thing?
Cash
Printing,
creation.
copying, cash
Cash
creation.
creation.
Just buy
Yeah,
one
that
and then
has,
just.
that has the highest dollar per hour rate of the 3 that you just said.
Okay. Then I'm gonna work for another. Our motorcycle club business is still on sale. Cash creation.
I don't know if they're still on sale.
If it is,
I think
I'll
that
just
was
sell.
last week. No, that was last week. They're not still on sale because I bought my pharmaceutical company last week. No, I bought all of them last week,
Yeah, you did.
right? That was
Yeah,
last
everything
week,
now.
I think, when we set everything up. Because remember, you bought one and I bought
Okay, we're
2.
losing customers to Bahama Mamas when we...
Fuck Bahama Mamas. Secure Service CEO, CEO Vehicles, Buzzard Bro, of course. This is a cool car. This is not a normal car. I don't have access to Young Smurf 702. I don't want to mess with this shit. It's karma. So let me destroy these supply trucks. And then...
Damn. I love that I figured out how to drive a car with only one hand.
So you're kind of like...
It's
It's like almost real life. You
made
can smoke pot
smoking-
while also driving
Yeah,
a car
exactly.
with one hand. That's so amazing.
I will never forget that, dude. Like, when I was at El Camino, when I was in community college, like, I used to do that shit all the time. Like, on the way to school, I would be literally packing bowls nonstop. I smoked about 3 to 4 bowls on the way to school every day. And it was literally from the moment I got out of sight of my house, while I was driving, I would be using my knees to, you know, control the driving wheel, and then I'd be packing a bowl, and I'd smoke that bowl, I'd cash that bowl, and I would just repeat, and just be constantly checking for cops, and, like, just fucking paying attention to traffic, and just, I'd get to fucking school, and I'd get to my first class just fucking faded.
See, that's why, like, it's weird. Like, with school, like, you can go into school faded and your teacher won't judge you, right? It's like, because there's no legalities attached to it. But, like...
Well, now, but when I was in El Camino, there was legality attached to it.
Well, I mean, like, so let's just go to your... Say you go to your class completely baked, right? And you're, like, you're not causing a scene, you just want to learn.
I can very easily respond to that, because I used to do that all the time. Like,
See,
when I had my vape... I had a vape pen at one point where it was half e-juice and a half weed. So it had an exposed coil where you could pack wax, but it had a second chamber that had e-juice in it, and so you would suck on it and it would be half weed, half e-juice. didn't smell like weed at all. So I would just sit outside of the music building, which is where my communications class was, like 20 minutes before my class would start, and just fucking get ripped before class. And just fucking sit there and, like, sit by the ashtray, like, just hitting my vape pen. It's just a vape pen. Nobody knows the difference.
That's how I'm like, it's if I went to a college class, can I go incredibly baked? And, like, literally be open to the professor and be like, hey, you know what? I probably am baked in your classes, but, like, I'll participate.
Depends on the professor. I have had some teachers when I was in college that said that if they had suspicion that you were under the influence, they would ask you to leave their class. But, like I said, I was stoned in class every day, and as long as you don't act stoned in class, and you don't come in reeking like pot, like, I would carry my Axe spray on me. Like,
yeah.
If you're smart about it, like, you're not gonna get caught. And because I'm smart, and I would, you know, participate in class regardless, my teachers just tolerated it if they did notice.
Yeah, like, as long as you participate,
I
it's
wasn't
one of those,
being
like...
disruptive or anything, you know? I was just doing my shit. And I did my shit by getting stoned.
I wonder if people in, like psychology, and philosophy classes are just fucking stoned all the time. Because I can only imagine that's what it's really like. And I would love to take a class like that. Like philosophy and psychology, and be like, stoned and be like, you know what? Here, let's all figure out how the human mind and why our decisions are made, and let's figure out the meaning of life while we're doing it. Let's get stoned and let's create a paper. Like, that's one of those things I'm like, that's cool, but then what do you do with that degree? I'm like, what do you do with that ability to say that you can't do that? just get
Seriously.
paid to just get stoned and just teach philosophy.
I wish it was simpler than that, but that's what every philosophy teacher does.
Yeah, it's not really like, because there's no open-ended answers.
Is to spread on philosophy. That's all it is. It's a fucking, like, it's a vicious cycle of uselessness, is what it really is.
I'm kind of down to do that, though, because you get paid really well for it. Fuck it. I don't know. I just go to my class and be like, yes, students, I am stoned.
You don't get paid that well to be a college professor.
I mean, is it more than $36K a year?
If you have to get
I'll take it.
Okay, but you also have to put in fucking 6 years of education minimum, and you have to pay for that schooling. And that's one thing that people don't think about when they think about how important it is to get a college degree, is the cost and time that is required to get that degree. Now, like I've said before a million times, there are 100 reasons why you should get a degree. There are also 100 reasons why you should not. And that's what people don't understand. We live in a society where everybody thinks that you have to get a degree to be successful. That's the only reason I got my degree, is because that was bashed into my head my entire life. That the only way you're ever going to be successful is if you get a degree. After getting my degree, I realize now, like, with the beauty of hindsight, imagine if I had not gone to college, right? I got my job at Red Lobster my senior year in high school. I was working my way through. I never pursued being a manager or anything because that wasn't what I was going to do. I wasn't going to work in a restaurant the rest of my life.
Yeah.
You know? So, you know, I put in so much time at Red Lobster. I guarantee you that if I had not been focused on school, if I had been focused on the restaurant industry and getting a job, I would already have been a manager. I would probably be an assistant general manager right now, if not something completely different. Because I decided to spend 7 years going to school, because it took me 7 years to get my bachelor's, because it took me like 2 extra years in community college and an extra year in my 3-year. You know, I spent 8 years working as a server for extra money, when I could have been a shift lead and then moved from a shift lead onto a manager, and I could be benefited right now with, like, making a decent living, you know, like having a real career job, if I had decided back in the day to focus on my job.
Yeah, I see that too.
So there's things you have to keep in mind, like when it comes to like the pros and cons of college. Like, I try to be as unbiased as possible because I think that I can, because I understand the benefits of college, because I went to college. You know, I fucking
Yeah.
went there and I saw what its benefits are, but I also fucking hated it the entire time. So I see the disadvantages, and I see the negative aspects of going to college now, too. It's not all fucking sunshine and roses and farting rainbows. It's really not. That's not what college is. Like, you gotta work hard, you gotta learn, and that, or you just gotta learn how to cheat the system, which is what I did. But see, that's the other thing about it, is that, like, if I think back on the 7.5 years of education I have, like random tidbits of information. Just random little tidbits. Like, there's nothing from my college that I feel is like, I feel like I'm really more successful because of it. Like, I don't know, like...
And that's what I'm trying to figure out is, like, if, for what I want, for instance, to pursue in life, is,
but
if I were to be a doctor,
hold
of course, I need that kind of information. Like, I understand. But, like, I'm not trying to, like, specialize necessarily anything. I just want to be just, like, for instance, will the negative cost of going to get a college degree really be that much more beneficial to create exponentially that much more amount of money for what I want to achieve? Like, that's where I'm at. I'm all like,
do you want to study? That's the question. What do you want to study? Like, in order to have a frame of basis, you need to know what you're going to study and what kind of schooling is necessary. That's
like,
the only thing.
Oh, man, like...
Is that if you're at the stage where you're like, I don't know what I want to do, but I want to go back to school, you need to go to community college, and you need to do the same thing that everybody did when they graduated high school, is just take random classes until you figure it out. It's never too late to go to college. And that's one of the benefits about college that I love, is that it's never too late to go to college. It doesn't matter if you're 18 or 75. If you have a passion to learn, you can go to college whenever the fuck you want.
Because it's a conduit that leads to, like, for instance, that profession that you use.
At the end of the day,
like,
do you want to learn?
Yeah.
Do you want to learn? What do you want to learn? Where can you go to learn this? College, probably, right? So you go to college to learn this, and, you know, at the end of the day, you're learning a skill that you didn't have before. If that outweighs the cost that it's going to cost you to go to college, then it's worth it. But if it's not, if you think that there are other avenues that is not a college degree where you can get the same or at least similar information, then maybe that's a better avenue. And that's my point. Is, again, school is great, but it's not the only way to get information. Like, Google is fucking amazing. Google is the ultimate professor.
I know, it's weird, right? As long as you know how to use Google effectively and ask the right questions, you can effectively
get any information you could possibly desire.
You can effectively get a lot of the answers. Like, that's why I'm all like, it's disgusting. Like, I don't know. I'm always so torn.
So you're thinking about going to school for cooking, right?
No, like, okay, so for instance, I think honestly, what would make me the happiest person just to be, like, I love my freedom and I love doing whatever the fuck I want, whenever I want, right? And I don't mind putting in due diligence work so that I can get that tree to grow, you know, with that small seed, and all of a sudden now I can live the fruition of my tree that I have built, and I can just sit underneath it. Like, you know, that kind of thing. Like, I don't mind putting the hard work as long as it's for that dedicated, that area that I'm looking for. Oh, you're killing the assassins too. That's just, I was like, who's this in the?
Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, I'm just killing targets.
Hilarious.
Okay, so then if it's a 1-in-1, then
I was
we'll
literally
take it.
doing it because I was more concentrated on the conversation.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, this is something easy I can
do.
And
it was brain dead. I just paused my screen to look for the next red skull, and I'm like, okay, here we go. It's so funny. But, like, so for instance, like, I just try to find conduits of where literally all I need to do is just make, like, a cash flow, for instance. Like, all I need is just a cash flow, because then after that, I can pursue every other thing that I find dear to myself. And that's just, like, for instance, is there 2 business things? All right, we'll take one each.
Yeah, there's probably 2. If you get there and there's other shitheads there, you should kill them.
Yes, of course. But it's one of those things
where... You're gonna get there faster, you're in a buzzard.
Like, I don't know, like, I don't per se need to, like... So, for instance, if I want to be able to pursue the necessities that I feel are specialized to me, even if I, like, let's just say my passions of, like, let's just say, I would love to, like, open up, like, a Michelin star restaurant because that's what I want to do. Or I want to be able to be, like, the greatest bodybuilder known to mind. Like, those kind of things require my time. That I just want to be able to realize that I don't want to worry about the time spent making money. I want to worry about time creating my passion. So,
and that's honestly, that's the American dream right there, Alan. What you just said, that's what we all want. And the problem that a lot of people have is they don't realize is that you've got to put in the work to get there. It's not easy. It doesn't just come to you. You don't just fly through life. Like, that's one of my biggest disadvantages, is I have this attitude, because of how smart I've been my whole life, that I can just do the bare minimum. And because, like, and it sounds really shitty, but because I'm smarter than 90% of the people out there, I'm going to be fine. But at the same time, I'm 28, and I have nothing to show for it.
Correct.
So it's like, obviously, that hasn't worked for me. There's plenty of people that are exactly my age that graduated college 4 years before I did, and they've been in their happy career doing what they love for years because they put in the work when they were young. It took me a while. I learned the hard way that you have to put in that work. So now I'm playing catch up. Now I have my passion, and now I have to spend the next 10 years. So the earliest I'm ever going to get to retire is probably 45. That's the earliest I could possibly retire. If I am super financially successful, I open my restaurant, and, you know, everything goes according to plan. But realistically, because I have a late start on it, I'm more likely to be working until I'm fucking 70. Because it took me a while to learn that, you know? And I mean, no offense, Alan, but you're older than I am, and you're kind of in the same situation.
I know, that's where I'm at right now. So the way you describe it, it's kind of like, man, like...
It's
I don't know,
sad,
like,
but I'm not going to lie to you. It's the truth. It's the truth.
I don't know, man.
You've got to... It's at what point in your life do you decide to just make that decision that, okay, now is the time when I can afford to do... Like, it's time to grow up. Like, at what point do you grow up?
Yeah,
that's really what it is. Like, again, I'm not... We spend our entire lives learning and growing and constantly growing up. At the same time, is that, like, when are you going to take that step to decide that, to understand that this is the way that our world works, this is the way our economy works? You need to have a decent job. You just need to. How are you going to get a decent job and also do something that you love?
I know, it's really
How are you
hard.
going to achieve that? It's really fucking hard. But I mean, step one is you go to college and you take random classes until you figure it out. Or you talk to people and you help them. That was for me, is that, like, I took 100,000 classes. I couldn't figure out what I wanted to do. It wasn't until I sat down with Jason and I was like, honestly, Jason, I'm thinking about dropping out because I feel like I'm wasting my time because I don't know what I want to do. And so he said, okay. Like, here are some of the other options that you could have if you decided to go the communications route, you know? And that was when I was like, oh shit, that sounds great. I'm gonna do that. Like, it didn't just fucking come to me naturally at the whim of the world, which is how I live my life for the most part. But you have to work for it. I mean, that was kind of an Alanism, but long story short, you've got to be willing to work for it. If you're not willing to work for it, you're not going to get anywhere in life. Unless you happen to have a dad or a mom who has been so successful that they've made hundreds of thousands of dollars to just lay at your feet like pocket change. Mm-hmm. It's the only way. It's the only way, and 90%, 99% of us aren't like that.
But, like, I don't know. I'm a person, like, I guess I'm too optimistic. I don't know. I'm just a person that, like, dreams way too big. Like,
there's no such thing. Shut the fuck up.
There's
no such thing as dreaming too big.
Well, yeah, no, I get it. Like,
In the words of Kanye West, aim for the stars, so if you fall, you land on a cloud. Like, you can never aim too big. You really can't. I want to be the greatest rapper alive. That's not too big of a dream. Because if I started right now and I spent, you know, however much time
diligent
grinding
hours to, like,
and learning, that spending the hours, I stopped everything in my life and devoted 100% of my time and effort into it, I could be the greatest rapper alive. Maybe I won't be the greatest rapper alive, but I bet you I'd get some views. I bet you I'd have fans. I bet you I'd be recognized as a member of the community. Even if it's a sub-community, I'm still a member of the community. Maybe I didn't become Eminem. Maybe I'm not the greatest rapper alive. But at least I was a good rapper. I was a great rapper.
Yeah, like you took the initiative that literally 100 million people did not take the initiative for, and you have the fruition to show for it.
And that is the key. There's nothing wrong with being optimistic. There's nothing wrong with having dreams. But what you have to understand is that not everything is going to just come to you because you're optimistic. You have to work for it. And even when you work for it, you're going to fail. Sometimes you're going to give 250% of everything that you have, and it's going to come out shit. And you're going to say, there's no chance of success if you don't try. You are 100% going to fail if you don't even put in the effort to make it happen.
100% true.
Gretzky says.
I thought I heard Casey's voice.
Yeah, I was like, oh, Casey just chimed in. And I was like, oh my god, here we go.
Well, I don't know. I did my morning duties and stuff like that, and I wake up and it's very, very positive going on in here. It's very deep.
Oh, because I love deep conversations.
We're talking about college and like.
I'm getting drunk, so I'm like, my philosophical Alan adjective is coming
10
out.
a.m. Speaking of which, Alan, I need you in my room for a moment. I need to discuss something very important with you.
Okay, hold on. Let me just land this helicopter.
It's very important. Make sure you have an empty red cup with you.
Oh god, here we go. This is the meaning of lines. Here we go.
Are you guys? Do you not work today, guys?
I'm off today, but I work at 2 in the morning tomorrow. Off. So like, I just have to go to bed around 6
until like 6.
Wow.
Yeah, hold on 1 second.
Hey Casey, so I signed on last night at like midnight. You weren't up.
Oh, no, I was up, but I was watching Parks and Rec.
Oh, well, that's why. I didn't actually sign on last night. I was just making a joke.
Oh.
It was a bad joke. How are you, Casey?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Bad? Oh, why did I put the cap back on? I knew you were coming. There you go. So you have Saturdays and Sundays off always, Casey?
I have Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays always off.
That is fucking sexy.
And then I go to school Monday through Thursday from 8
I didn't know you were going back to school.
I go to school 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. and then I go to work from 5 to like 10:30, and then I do that Monday through Thursday, and then I have Friday, Saturday, Sundays off.
What are you studying?
I actually have an internship in studying for television broadcasting and anchor.
I had a feeling it was going to be something TV involved.
Yeah.
Or at least film involved. That's cool.
Yeah.
When did you start going back to school?
About 3 weeks ago.
Can you get me like 3 cubes of ice? Sorry, when? Casey?
About 3 weeks ago.
Oh, you just started. Nice. Good for you.
Yeah, thank
it's
you.
funny. That's literally, we were just talking about that. Alan's like trying to decide if it's worth it to go back to college. So we've been breaking it down, like the pros and cons of going back to college.
I'm not in college. You got to realize something. I hate college. I think college is I think the institution of college is America, as well as they push agendas.
That's what I was just telling Alan, is that it's not for everyone. It works for some people, but it's not the only way to get your education.
I think college is a great way to work if you're a doctor or a lawyer, or like a mathematician. But there's no reason. There's no reason why somebody who wants some type of skill should go to college.
Casey's literally reiterating everything that I just said to you, by the way.
I'm just saying, like, luckily
I don't know when you tuned into our conversation, but like literally 10-15 minutes ago I was saying all of that to Alan.
Just like maybe like just like 30 like at 3 minutes, like 5 minutes ago.
Okay.
And it's like, I prefer, when people are like, oh, I need to go back to college, I mean, really take a look and be like, what is that skill used for? Do you want to go to college, or do you want to do the vocational school? Like,
Or do you want to find another route that isn't necessarily the like government instituted way of getting your education? Because Professor Google is a genius. There are plenty of skills that you can develop from simple research on the internet. Like
Absolutely.
vocational school too, like you're saying, is vocational school, like you said, is doing a trade or something like that too. Great way to get your education. But there are plenty of skills that you can develop just from a little bit of research, from watching a few YouTube videos and developing your own spin on it, you know? Like, you don't have to go to college to be successful. So if you're going to decide to go to college, you have to be able to weigh out the pros and cons. Is the amount of time, effort, and money and stress that you're going to put into a 4-year college degree, is that going to make up when you get in your field and start making money? Or are you going to spend all of this time and money to spend the next 10 years of your life in debt, and then 10 years later you're like, well, I'm not even happy, you know? You have to really understand is that, like, you have to agree that they have a program that is going to satiate you for your knowledge and is going to make you successful, and you have to have the time and the effort to be able to do it. Like, not everybody can just do that, you know? It took me 7.5 years to get my bachelor's degree in a field that I'm not even going to work in. Like, I have a bachelor's in communications, in advertising and public relations, that will help me when I open my restaurant, but that's not what I don't have a bachelor's in restaurant management, you know, in restaurant, whatever the fuck, like, but that's what I plan on spending the rest of my life doing. So some people could say I wasted 7.5 years of my life in school because society told me that was the only way I could be successful.
No, I agree with you. I agree with you. My school's actually is a video company, and it's vocational, and I paid $15,000, and I get my certificate in 7 months, and I also get what's it called? The guy who runs, the director, has been working in TV something years, and I already have
Casey, you're cutting in and out. I can't understand what you're saying.
Sorry.
I'm getting like every other word. Hello?
Okay.
Casey?
Oh, yeah, there we go.
I'm right here.
Okay, I can hear you now.
Okay. Well, I'm just saying my school, I mean, at the end of my school, I'll be graduating in April, and then I have job placement and recommendations for forever, you know? And I have these skills. A lot of these skills that are taught to me, I learned by just doing firsthand experience.
Right.
I had no classes, no specialty, all this shit. I just went and I did the job.
Right.
And then, you know, so I was able to learn. And now look at me. I mean, in April, I'm planning on moving to Vegas and getting a job at one of the TV studio affiliates or one of the sports arenas, and starting pay is $35 an hour. Oh shit, this guy wants to fight? No, I don't think so. You better get out of here.
That's fucking sexy.
You know, but it goes back to what you're saying. Like, I think college is for chumps, personally, and I think it's brainwashing kids, and it pushes agendas now. And
I will agree to an extent. I would not say 100% agree with you, because I wouldn't say that college is all bad all the time.
Okay,
I think that for some people, because so long story short, this is my overall understanding of college. College and the education system that we currently follow was developed during the Industrial Revolution.
Mm-hmm.
It was designed to make Americans used to life in the industry, to have set hours where you get there at a certain time, you spend much time doing this, you have this much time of a break, and then you continue working until the end of the day, and at the end of the day you go home. That is all. It was institutionalized and turned that way in order to start training us to be better adept at the industry, at working in sawmills and fucking like metal fucking forgeries and shit like this back in the day. Well, it's stuck, and now it's 2018, and we have machines that are doing all of those things that humans used to do, but education has not developed. It has not changed in any way since the Industrial Revolution. The schedule, the way classes are set up, the way
whistle
the
blows,
teaching
you
is
start
made.
school,
There have
whistle
been
blows,
minor
here's your lunch
changes.
break.
There have been minor changes, but at the end of the day, it's all designed, like Casey said, and a lot of people call it brainwashing. I think that's a little bit of a exaggerated term, but I do agree at the core idea is that we're training our children to work in the industry. We're not training our children to be creators. We're not training our children to be film people or fucking culinary experts or restaurant entrepreneurs like the three of us. What we're doing is we're training them to work a 9-to-5 job until they're 70 years old and then they'll retire. That's what we're training our children to do. And there are some people who are able to, you know, adapt or to, that they learn from that style of teaching. There are plenty of people, the common person, you know, can learn from that. It's simple, it's structured, they're able to get what they need from that. But there are other people, like me, who struggled in school my entire life, not because I wasn't smart, because the structure of it made it difficult for me to do, you know, or people that were just like, this doesn't make sense to me because they never had a teacher that connected with them, who never taught them what it really means to learn something, because they were so set in their way of doing something that they weren't able to teach it to somebody, you know? There are plenty of people who can benefit and are smart and can learn, but get F's in school, because school is designed in a certain way and it's not necessarily made for everybody. And Alanism aside, that's the key. College is great for, like you said, some professions. If you're going to be a doctor or a lawyer or something that requires years and years of knowledge and training, or a forensics person, yes, you should go to college. You should follow this. You should not just look up your information on the internet. But if you want to be a great chef, Alan, like for example, Alan, you know, we were talking about how if you decide to peruse the culinary thing, you don't have to go to college. You could go to a trade school, right? You could go to a culinary school.
Dude. Yeah.
Not even that. If you really wanted to, if you wanted to like make yourself into like an internet personality, you could just start fucking putting up videos of you cooking, of experimenting with cooking, and see if you could get some recognition there. There are plenty of people who have gotten their recognition from being discovered, but are you willing to put in the time and effort to get discovered?
Yeah.
Like,
exactly.
which side of it do you want to be? There's plenty of people who decided that I'm just gonna fucking throw some videos of myself on the internet, and if I get famous, I get famous. They decided to put in the time and effort it required for them to get famous. Are you willing to take all of those failures and all of that, you know, checking your YouTube every week and realizing that nobody's watching your videos, like, is that worth it to you to get to that fame? Or would you rather go to a trade school and be trained in it, you know, spend a little bit of money and time and develop the skill on your own? Or are you just going to sit in the house and watch YouTube videos and cook whatever the fuck you want, and then 10 years from now you're going to try to open up your own restaurant? Like, there's 100 different avenues that you could take. You just have to weigh the risk versus the time, effort, and money it's going to cost you. And I'm going to shut up now because I've been talking for like 15 minutes straight. I'm sorry, I've been drinking.
You gave Alanism
11 in the morning. That was Alanism on a whole nother level.
You're lighting fires, brother. You're lighting fires.
But you get me, right? Like, I know I'm drunk, but I'm also making sense. Fader, get off the fucking counter!
You're preaching to the choir, dog. I'm going to school right now because I feel like a loser, and I feel like I need to do more with my life. I'm not a loser. I am making something of myself, and I'm going to go back to what I originally wanted. You know, I did my time doing what I wanted to do when I first moved down here, which was make lots of money, you know, throw it away, doing drugs and going on vacations. Alan and I bonded over that, you know, like, that's what we did.
Yeah, you know,
I'm not doing that anymore. You know, I'm doing something more.
Yeah.
And here I am. And that's the point, is that the reason why I'm doing this academy and putting $15,000 on the line is because I'm over it. I'm not, like, really, before I started this, and I'm like, am I really just a BJ server? Like, is that it? Like, is that all I'm gonna be? Is that my legacy that I'm gonna leave?
Yeah.
Is that my mark on society? You know, is that mark on myself? When I get married, when I have a girlfriend, or, you know, it's like, oh, what are you doing? Oh, well, Casey, I don't want to be the next. Alan will know this because he worked with me, but I don't want to be the next Peter. You know, I don't want to be like there's a guy in our restaurant named Pete in BJ's restaurant. His name is Peter. He's like 43 years old and he's a cocktail server. I don't want to be him.
Yeah. My aunt.
You know?
My aunt is in her 70s and she still serves. She's so happy.
Well,
like, she's super happy. She's been happy her whole life. But, like, it's really strange to be in your 20s and be talking to somebody in their 70s and you can relate 100% in everything that they're saying. When she talks about work, I feel like it's you talking about work, or Casey talking about work, or Cheyenne, or fucking Anthony, like somebody that's in the industry is talking about work. I don't know if I want to be that person. I don't know if I want to have a like. No offense, like I said, my aunt has worked hard her whole life. She had a great life.
And if she's happy with it, that's okay.
She was happy, but at the same time, is that what I want? When I'm in my 70s, do I want to sit down with my grandchildren who are just getting their first jobs as servers and be able to relate to them? A little bit. It'll be cool in the beginning because it'll be like, oh, I've got all these cool things in common with my grandchildren. But then a year passes, 2 years pass, 3 years pass, 10 years pass, and I'm still a server. And they've all done other things.
That they perceive as successful. That's also the thing.
They surpass you, basically.
Yeah, and it's like, is that what like Casey was just saying, is that what I want my legacy to be? Is that what I want to leave behind?
Exactly.
Is I was the, blue collar person who just worked their entire life, and I was a kind old soul and I did all the right things, but I worked in the fucking service industry my whole life. Like I don't think that's what I want my legacy to be. I love my aunt. I'm sure she's happy. That's not what I want my legacy to be.
Cheers.
I see, like, I'm working in TV and I'm gonna be in broadcasting, and that's what I'm doing.
Yeah, you are.
And look, even in realistic terms, even if I don't make it, dude, I did something, and I'm happy that I did it.
Oh my god.
Are you guys doing blow right now? Because that's what it just sounded like.
No, I took a shot at Jameson, and I was focused on listening to you.
Oh shit, I would not be able to make this
weird, and the Jameson went out my nose, and I just blew my nose, and all that came out was alcohol. It was awful. I'm really upset right now. Sorry, Casey. Go ahead. I swear to God, I'm listening. I just fucking had a horrible moment.
No, I know you're listening. I know you're listening, and that just seemed like a really horrible.
Oh, it was awful. Like, so imagine
Casey,
the
get in the
opposite of
buzzer.
blow. So rather than snorting solid rocks up my nose, I just blew alcoholic liquid out my nose instead. It was awful.
Ooh.
I want to die. So I'm gonna test this. I'm gonna see if you guys can still hear me on my headset when I go outside, because my room is right there.
No, I don't think so. I think the last time you did that, I think it didn't fit all the way. It didn't.
Can you hear me right now?
Yeah.
I can hear you as currently.
Okay, I'm in the living room. I'm looking for my cigarettes. Are you still smoking, Casey? Last time I talked to you, I think you quit, right?
No, yeah, I quit. I don't smoke. I'll have a
Good for
cigarette
you.
here. I'll have like, whenever it's crazy because I don't smoke at all, but then whenever I hang out with Chris, like, that fool always makes me want to smoke.
Yeah, like, cause it's a social
It's
smoker.
always like little things like that. Every time I have started
Like-
smoking again, it's because I was drinking with people.
It
And
wasn't, we're
somebody
not
else
even
had
drinking,
one.
we're like hanging, we just came out from like hanging out at like Hawaiian barbecue, and he's having a cigarette and we're laughing and telling jokes, and he's like, you want, I was like, give me a fucking cigarette, Chris.
Yeah, I think it's just a social thing. Especially in, like, you know,
it's a social thing, exactly, that's
go
what
in
it
the
is.
break room and enjoy a
wish-
cigarette with people, you know, it's...
I wish that I was able to make cigarettes just a social thing. I really do. Like, I wish I could be the kind of person that's like, I only smoke cigarettes when I'm like drinking or partying or something, but every time I try to do that, I have quit smoking cigarettes, and then I drink with friends, and I'm like, oh, let me have one, and then the next day I buy a pack, like without fail, every single time.
So it's funny you say that because I went on a date a little bit ago, like probably like a month and a half ago, or whatever like that. It was with Jules. It wasn't anything special, and so we were at Harvey's and we're drinking.
Ooh, I love Harvey's.
Yeah, Harvey's is great. And so we're hanging out and everything like this, and then her and her friend are like, "Oh, I could use some cigarette. You know, like I really want to smoke." I'm like, "You know what? Me too." So we walk over to 7-Eleven, and I buy a pack, and we smoke 3 cigarettes. And that same pack, it's been like a month now. That same pack has been sitting on my desk, and it hasn't been touched. Like,
so
at
see,
all.
that I can't do. That's the other thing is maybe. How long did you smoke cigarettes, Casey?
10 years.
When did you start smoking? 10 years? Okay, so you're kind of... Then you're pretty much the same stage I am, because I started smoking when I was 16.
I started when I was 21, and I quit when I was like 31 or 32.
So you're pretty much in the same stage that I am. I started when I was 16. Well, I had my first cigarette when I was 12, actually, but I started actually smoking when I was 16. Yeah. When I was like... I had my first cigarette when I was 12, and from 12 to 16 it would be like, I think it was because I didn't smoke right. I only like sucked it into my mouth. I didn't inhale it. Like, I would like have a cigarette and then not have one for 6 months, and then I would like, I always loved like smoking in the rain when I was a kid. So like, if it ever was like a rainy season, I would like get a pack of cigarettes and I would like walk in circles around my neighborhood, like splashing in puddles and smoking cigarettes. But then I wouldn't smoke again for like 6 months, and then when I was 16, I met a fellow smoker, and he would smoke cigarettes before and after school like every day. And so I hung out with him a lot, and he showed me that I was smoking wrong, and that was when I started inhaling it, and then since then it's been a constant struggle. So it's been about 11 years, going on almost 12 years now.
Well, you know what helped? You know what's crazy is what helped me, because I actually enjoy. I'll be the first to say it. Is like the reason why I enjoy smoking is because I actually enjoy smoking. I enjoy the act of smoking.
That's the thing that I hate most about it, is that it's a really enjoyable experience.
Yeah, like
it's
I
fucking
actually
so
enjoy
poisonous,
smoking.
but it's fucking enjoyable.
And like I enjoy, and like Alan said, the social aspect of it. Like one of my favorite things about going to casinos is the fact that you can smoke in them. And I
that's
all my
fucking
friends,
amazing.
Especially when you can smoke in bed. You can wake up, the first cigarette you have, you have your sheets over you, and you're naked. And you're just like,
Alan, you know, like in our
I'm gonna watch some Family Feud or some Chops right now. I'm gonna smoke a cigarette.
That just drinking and smoking.
That's all I want to do.
Like, that's seriously, and you know, and it correlates to like good times. Like to me, that's like great times and wonderful memories to me. So, you know, that's why I enjoy it. But now, because I don't smoke, I try to fill that with something else, and you know, actually, pot's the thing that does that for me. So I'll smoke very low potent weed, and so I'll still get my like
a head change,
but
like a small head change.
I'll get a small head change, but I also am like, oh, okay, so I got my like cigarette fix as well. So I also enjoy smoking
because you were
my
smoking already,
yeah. So I don't.
I actually just bought vape juice and stuff, so I can try to quit.
It tastes really good.
It's
like peach mango menthol.
It's a
cream.
peach mango menthol. It's really good.
And it's delicious.
It is very delicious. But because I'm opening a new store in Fresno in October. I don't think I've told you yet, Casey.
No, you haven't.
But I'm going to be gone from October 4th to the 31st. I'm going to be in Fresno opening a new Lazy Dog. And I really don't want to be smoking while I'm out there. So I bought a vape. And, like, what I've been trying to do is, like, every time I want a cigarette, I hit my vape a little bit. And, like, I put off smoking that cigarette. Like... And it worked yesterday really well. I'm drunk now, so I'm going to be smoking like a motherfucker. But yesterday, like, rather than having the usual, like, 10, 12 cigarettes a day, I think I only had, like, 5 or 6. Because every time I wanted a cigarette, rather than going straight for the pack, I just hit my vape a little bit and then kept playing video games. Or I hit my vape a little bit and then went back to work. And then, like, an hour later, I had a cigarette. Rather than having one every hour like usual.
That's totally...
I'm trying to fucking shrink it down so that by the time I leave in October... I'm hopefully just smoking the vape.
that's a great way of looking at it as well. I mean, and even though I quit, dude, there's still days where I look at that pack and I'm like, oh man, because one of my favorite ways to smoke was getting off work and having a cigarette out in the patio and just like decompressing and just like going to my phone. Like that was super fun for me, you know. So, but I totally get it what you're saying.
Hater.
Or we steal a car right now? We can steal a car. Steal a car. So I can get like the 300 million going on here. We'll go to my security serve office and we'll steal a car and then we'll...
200 or 300 million? Holy shit.
No, thousand, sorry.
1,000.
Sorry.
I was like, fuck, dude.
Wait, hold on, I want to help.
It's just zeros. It's just zeros. It's just zeros.
Wait, I want to help. Wait,
between
let me help.
$1 and $1 million is just zeros.
Okay, hold on. 1 second. Oh shit, I'm drunk. Oh,
I know, I'm trashed.
I'm pretty fucking drunk. I haven't eaten anything today. I had Jameson for breakfast.
I know, like, that's why I was eating some of that corn salad and Spam. You want me to? We should grill some burgers and put that in a brioche bun and just eat some shit with just like at least.
Did you grill those burgers yesterday?
No, but I want them fresh. But it's not hard to like turn on the fire and like grill some burgers though. So it's not like, it's not the hardest thing to do, right? I'm like I can suffer that.
Okay, are we in the same session still?
Yes, but you are in your nightclub right now.
No, I just left.
Oh, okay.
No, I don't think I'm in your session. Where? Oh, there you are. Invite me to your... Hold on, let me...
I'm trying to. Hold on.
Let me GTA real quick. I was so focused on the conversation, I forgot how to
Casey,
GTA.
go ahead and slide to Nate's Bank.
Yeah,
to the top
send me
of
an
it.
invite.
So I can send an invite to Dulk and... Oh god, I'm so drunk. This is great.
Are you guys really that drunk?
I'm pretty
Casey,
drunk. We've had like
I'm gonna
7
say,
shots already.
Yeah. At least probably we're enough to go a days in, and it's only 11 o'clock in the morning because I have to go to bed by 6. So like, technically right now it's like 12 noon to me. An equivalency.
It is.
I am climbing skyscrapers. It's really hard when you're drunk. This is so much easier on other things. Oh, you sent me an invite. How do I... Oh, okay. Okay. Woo!
Yeah, we landed this.
I was trying to accept that invite while I was plummeting to the ground.
And will it work?
And it was scary. What happens if I press right on the control pad?
Hold on. I'm gonna reset this helicopter real quick. Hold on real quick. So now if you press right on the D-pad when you're... There we go. Land vehicle. There we go. Reset the buzzard real quick. All I want to do is steal and sell cars because it gives me like 2...
Hold on, Alan. There are 28 people in this session.
I mean, if you steal one, stealing one is not so bad. As long as I don't sell.
Oh, we're stealing. We're not selling. We're stealing.
We're stealing one right now. I'm gonna steal another one because my capacity is only like...
Boom, with the zoom.
Just shake your rump. All I want to do was a zoom, and a boom, boom. That's the earliest childhood memory of a rap song that I have inside my head.
Mine is Will Smith.
It better be the Men in Black album.
Will Smith.
Men in Black. I was gonna say the Men in Black, but
the Men in Black album was awesome. But the first rap song I remember hearing was "Get Jiggy with It" by Will Smith.
Get jiggy with it. Oh, it's a mid-range. I better steal this one because I hate mid-range cars. I only want top-end cars.
How can I help you?
What's going on?
By sucking my dick. Oh, sorry, I was talking about EA. My executive assistant. Because if I had an executive assistant, that's exactly what I'd be talking to her about. You don't have a bachelor's degree in such and such. That's like, yeah, but you work for me, so I'm paying you a salary so you can keep your mouth shut. And I put my penis in you.
Where the fuck are you, dude?
Hold on, I'm in my office right now. Hold on.
Alan,
I'm leaving to the roof.
Helicopter?
Oh, hold on. I'm leaving to the roof right now. Did the helicopter disappear?
Yeah, I'm just sitting on the top of the maze.
Okay, hold on. Okay, follow me. Hold on, follow me, and then we're gonna leave it.
I'm top of the fucking base.
Yeah, but I was on the roof. Go downstairs, like to that little point where.
follow me. How can I follow you?
Hold on,
I'm
Casey.
like 3,000 feet in the air.
Hold on, I'm right here. I'm on the top too, Casey. Hold on. I'm right here. Where'd you go?
Okay.
Did you fall?
This is not good. I've crashed 4 times.
Huh?
I didn't fall, no.
Where are you? Hold on. Oh, right here. See, right? I'm right here. Hold on, let's go to this door real quick.
Oh, okay. I can't go in the door.
This is gonna be the worst GTA session ever.
Oh yeah, we're fucked. We are totally fucked. Casey's actually the only
We've been
sober
playing
one.
GTA technically for like an hour, and I haven't done anything.
I am
Except
the
for-
only sober one
But
in this
I
group.
love
Yeah,
this deep
this
conversation
is
we
great.
have because I love the deep conversation. Okay, so Casey, you're with me, right?
Yeah, I'm with you.
All right, hold on.
I'm in the 1% Brotherhood. I need to
Alright.
steal. Where can I buy some cigarettes?
What do you need?
Hold on.
As soon as you've decided, I'll get the Pegasus rep to prepare the
Does it matter if I crash it?
Okay, I'll get it landed on.
Preferably don't crash it as much as possible.
Okay.
Oh, there's
Like-
a repair cost. Okay.
Yeah, the repair costs. So that's why my
I'm gonna
chance of
try
taking.
really hard, but I'm really drunk, so we'll see.
Okay, that's fine.
No guarantees.
So we're
Alright, where am I
flying
going?
to.
Oh man, this car is fast. Oh, this car is fast.
It's only a mid-range too.
Why are you sourcing a mid-range?
I didn't want to. Apparently, I sold one because I don't like mid-range
Oh.
vehicles. I like top end. So I must have sold one during one of those like when you told me like, oh, it's worth less than 300K. That's weird. I was like, probably because I sold a mid-range car. It makes sense. Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
We're gonna see that blue car. We're gonna annihilate that helicopter though. We don't want that red helicopter in our face because he's gonna try to shoot shit at the car, and we don't want to do that.
Okay.
You're good. Just,
Okay.
as long as he's literally under like 5K, that's like my threshold. It's kind of like 5K. I'm like, I don't want to like spend more than 5K like trying to repair this thing.
There's a lot of explosions.
Yeah,
I'm going
there are.
after him. I'm going.
No,
I'm
you're
going,
good.
I'm
You're
going.
good. Like
Just trying to drive and not blow up and not crash.
Where is this asshole?
It's going to the left. I know. Where? It's like maybe he's lower. That's weird. Hold on. Where'd that red helicopter
I've got
go?
fucking company.
It disappeared.
God damn it.
All right. Hold on. Head right behind, about face, and we'll just, ooh! Hello, El Palentro.
What a jerk!
You're very upset for whatever reason. Thanks, El Palentro. You're a dick.
This Lancer just ran me over too. What the fuck?
It's okay. Ooh. Evan's doing his thing. He's racing toward there. We're okay. Evan knows what he's doing. Hold on. We're gonna figure out how this guy is all be a you're gonna see a guy in a jetpack.
You
He's gonna be
have
a
way
troll
too
about
much faith in me. But I'm almost there.
it. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Hold on. I'm just gonna pick up Casey real quick. We're gonna figure this out.
Oh shit.
You're alright.
Oh shit. Oh, I'm like right there. Yeah. He was shooting grenades.
See, I knew you could do it. And it's only
He was
1,400.
shooting
You did it.
grenades at the yellow circle. Like he was just shooting them at the yellow circle where I had to drive
because he
up.
knew. He's one of those guys
He
that
knew.
knows.
He's one of those people who just like grinds this game nonstop. He's like, I know where they're going.
Yeah, I know. I hate those
But I
people.
got it. I just waited till
Yes,
right
thank you.
after a missile strike and then I delivered it. Should I stay here? Are you coming here to sell? or are we doing
Should we
something
switch to
else?
session because we have
Yeah.
assholes?
Here, let me find a new session. I said
Okay.
I'm gonna get high because if you guys are drinking, I'm at least gonna get high.
Yeah, you
I'm
should.
gonna go take
Or
a
probably
piss,
drink
and then I'm
too.
gonna come back and continue getting high.
I
Alan,
don't
come
have
here.
any-
I need you.
I don't have any alcohol in the house.
Then just smoke.
Yeah, I would say, and I.
And you
I'm
can
all
make
good.
Pruno
You
in
guys-
your
Just get
bathtub.
uber faded.
Technically, you'd
No,
be able to
you-
make Pruno
you
in your
guys-
toilet.
You guys are
And
my
then use the
drinking
other one.
friends. That's
I'm gonna make
fine.
you guys listen to me, Pete. Ready, set,
Yeah, go. You guys are
Oh,
my
that's some
drinking
good shit.
friends. You know, that's all good. I think you,
Casey,
Shy,
have we
and
drank together though? I'm pretty sure every time that I hung out with you and drinking was involved, you weren't drinking.
I'm gonna
yeah,
piss
I
real
don't
quick.
drink that often.
Yeah, you don't drink that often. I
I'm
don't
a
think you
drinker.
and I have ever actually like drank together. Like
Yeah.
actually like where you got hammered. I don't think I've ever seen
No.
you drunk.
No, you haven't.
Oh, I'm falling down. Okay. Oh, that's
But
not
you
a cat.
see me
That's
hella
a shoe.
stoned.
Oh yeah. I was actually talking about that with somebody the other day. Do you guys remember that time when I came to Anaheim when I had like quit smoking weed for like a month?
And you were like,
and I took that dab, and I took that fucking dab, and I fucking.
I want to
so
experience
fucked.
that same high again. I want to take like.
I never want to feel like that again. I
don't want
was
to
so
smoke for 4 days.
violently high. And the worst part about it was that Mitch was fucking with me the whole time, and I was like,
when
dude,
Alan
Mitch,
used to
fuck
live
off.
here, when Alan used to live here, he at the end of his like living situation here, man, you would go so hard in edibles. You'd be like, he would step it up from like 250 to like 300 to 500 to 750 to 1,000, and this fool would get retarded. Like he could not function.
Join my
dude.
session. There's only 7 people. I am listening.
It's all. I'm gonna go to your session right now.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. Good times. Good times. We gotta go visit you in Anaheim, bruh.
Well, no. Well, Serena told me that her and Alan aren't gonna come up here because I live with Mitch.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah, that's true. So when are you gonna come to Torrance?
I mean, I'll come anytime, but you guys have to send me an invitation. I don't just invite myself over. And I was telling this to Cheyenne. I actually sent Cheyenne a very detailed message the other day because I wanted, I was letting her know on how left out I felt, and not as a friend. I didn't feel like you guys were my friends, and I got really jealous because I never see you guys, and I felt like our friendship wasn't shit. So I had a talk with her, and it was very. Luckily, though, she made me see, that it wasn't just me, but, still, I, had my feelings hurt, and that's all.
I'm sorry that I hurt your feelings, but literally, I wish that I had the weekends off because the way I work overnights, I know you're only able to play or like interact. Like, I know you go to school at like 8 a.m. and you work at night, and your gap between is like 2 to 5, and that's like 5 is like bedtime, and I'm like. I feel really bad.
It's okay. It's okay. It's just, it sucks because, Chris is with Tina, and I don't ever get to see him, and I don't ever get to see you guys or talk to you guys, and I have to live in a place where I don't want to be, and it's really... I
understand.
It's really rough.
Oh shit, this guy's at first, hold on.
And then, and it sucks because you guys, it's not like it's tough on you guys. You have Evan living right next door, down the hall from you. I don't have that, I don't have anything like that. And it sucks, and so I get a little, and so when the Cheyenne sends me, these texts of everybody all hanging out, having fun and shit, and I'm like, well, where's my invitation? Like, do you guys not even care anymore or something? Or like what? Like...
Well, it's not saying that the invitation's never extended.
I have a car, I can drive.
We'll go right now. But...
What did you just say, bitch?
So come over right now.
Say, you wanna try that with all the syllables this time, Alan?
Just come over right now.
Right now.
Sorry, I'm drunk.
It's fine.
I'm drunk. Like, you're gonna hold on. I'm drunk. So what of it? Like you know how Alan drunk is. Like this isn't the first time you deciphered this language. This is at least it's nothing new.
Don't give me shit. Don't give me shit because you don't understand me, alright? You know.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Obviously. You're making fun of me for it, and I'm drunk. Whatever, what of it?
Oh no, I'm crashing. I'm falling. Oh no. Oh, let's get away from this building. Okay. Oh. Dude, so I don't know how I got this parachute, but I have this new parachute, and I really like it.
I'm sorry that I make you feel left out, Casey, but I know that we're for instance, we're doing our best with what life is handing us currently. We're just doing our thing, and but I will, in the future, moving forward, do more a respectful outlook on how to convey those feelings to mitigate that. Because you're
you are using way too many big words for a drunk person right now.
Just trying really hard.
I know. Just Alan, thank you for the apologies. Just be like, hey, next time I'll make sure to invite you.
No, but bro, well, I mean, we do,
Alan's drunk. You don't get simple answers from Alan when he's drunk.
No, you don't. That's the thing is that like, so
You're
you know what, I
lucky
really
if at the
appreciate
end of
that
his
both of
sentence
you,
if it makes
even,
sense.
I appreciate that the both of you understand that this is the way I am, and I have to convey feelings in such of like adjective meanings and like because I try to. Alright, right. I'll stop. I'll fucking
No,
stop.
Alan, keep going.
I'll stop.
I love
hate
you.
it.
I love
hate
you.
it
No.
because this is
No,
like
I love you. Keep
because
going.
the people that are in the world right now are millennials that like to like have those short instances, but like I love to enjoy the moment, right? I love to enjoy what it is in this moment.
Then start enjoying this moment right now.
And I do, and I
Go
try
ahead.
to convey my feelings, you know, vocally, and that's how I convey my feelings in the moment. This is what I feel. And I think more people need to live just in that moment, just for like just 10 more minutes to hear me talk. But like, you know, it's just one of those things that let's just enjoy this one quick moment real quick, and let's just stretch it out as long as we can because it's so good. Like, tomorrow happens, but let's just say fuck it. Like, let's live this moment just for like 10 more seconds. And that's how Alan talks, I guess. Oh shit, this person is attacking me. And I'm trying to dip and dodge this motherfucker. And he doesn't know how to kill me because he's a motherfucker. He can't. I'm gonna out-juke you, motherfucker. You're a piece of shit. Fuck you. Yeah, you can't get me, huh? Because you're a piece of shit in your helicopter and I'm in some fucking Honda Civic. Yeah, you can't handle it. Yeah, the cops can't handle it either. Cause they can't
I'm just waiting for the death
Fuck
message.
you, asshole.
I'm just waiting for the death message.
Oh, yeah, I'm about to juke you. Oh, juke you again, motherfucker. Oh, there it is.
Where are you on the map? Did he get you?
Yeah, it took me a long time.
I'm at the clubhouse.
Took him a long time because he's a fucking faggot. That's why he can't fucking handle. He can't handle right now. This is where Alan gets aggressive.
How am I not in your session all of a sudden?
How are you not in the session? We need it. Oh yeah, because you're looking for a session for us to sell cars.
I'm Magics for All. Casey's in my session. You're not in our session, Alan.
Wait, how's that possible?
But we're both CEO.
Oh my God, why am I not? That's weird. Well, that's life.
I was like, I see Casey. I don't see you.
Online, find new session. Here, hold on. I'm gonna go to fresh session real quick. I'm gonna go to here we go. Join game. Guess what? Here we go.
Casey,
what?
Meet me at the top of May's bag.
Even if I was to come down today to your house,
by
the time I get there,
we'll be drunk and passed out.
Yeah, exactly.
But Shina's off at 2:30, and she rallies up the team at 2:30. So even if you're here around that time, Shina will rally up the team, and I still have to cook dinner. Would you like some pork? Because I'm gonna barbecue some pork loin. If you give me the ingredients to make a side, I'll be more than happy to make it. Whether it be asparagus, Brussels sprouts, mashed potatoes, what have you, we can have a really nice dinner before I go to bed around like 6 or 7, because that's when Casey also likes to go to sleep. Because he's an old man, just as I am. Like, nothing changes. He just goes home when I go to bed, which is around 7, and he's like, well, it's also time for me to go home because, you know, I value life, you know, at 8 a.m. on a Monday morning, and he's going to go home and go to bed too. Nothing actually changes.
I value life. Fantastic.
Well, that's how he values
go
life.
Home because I value life.
No, that's how he values life. Like going to bed early rise. You know, here, I'm in your fucking session. God damn it! All right, here we go.
Guys, I'm doing donuts on the top of May's bed.
Guys, I'm drunk, so like that's what it's about. I'm trash, Casey.
Yeah, I got up here on my oppressor.
I know you're trash. Okay, what time is it right now? What time is it? I don't even know.
It's 11.
It's like 11.
It's 11. It's before afternoon. This is. I have
it's
still
not
the
even
ability
afternoon.
to tell you good
Alan,
morning.
Come here. We need to take a shot.
Okay, I have still the ability to tell people good morning because it's not afternoon. That's how early it is.
You know what?
You should be proud of that, Alan. We're hammered.
I don't care. I live my life how I would like. It's caused too many mistakes and experiences.
I'm making art, and you're not here to see it. I need someone here to see my art.
No, what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go ahead and pack up my PS4, put it in my backpack, and then come down to your house, and we'll all play GTA together.
You can, because China's off at 2:30, and you have the back room. We have 4 different TVs. We have 5 different TVs where this ability to happen. All right, like, and if you were to come over, I'm just saying that I would stay up later because you are here. Not saying I'm going to go to bed at 7, but when it's kind of like, you know, I'll stretch it out where I can.
When everybody's starting to feel the
when they're like, you can tell. Evan's like, I'm gonna take a nap. I've been drinking all day.
You gotta come now though, because you need to be here when Cheyenne gets off of work.
Because I will surprise her too.
Well, then I'll leave right now.
How's that
And we're
sound?
just gonna fucking get fucking hammered and drunk and
Yeah,
stoned
they
and
get
just play
drunk because
GTA
at the end
all
of the day,
day.
you can still spend the night if you feel comfortable, and then go to work or
can't.
school the next morning.
I
Like
can't.
I understand. That's why we're gonna go to bed, and you leave around like 7 p.m. because that's just we're old people, and that's just where it
Casey,
happens.
I need you to come see my art.
I just left the session.
art.
I just left the session because
Aw.
I'm packing up my stuff. I'm coming down to toys today, guys. Sorry, I just left the session.
Sorry, that's where it happens.
now.
This is where it happens now. This is where the nose hits the grindstone. We're about to push through
Alan,
this. Yeah,
Alan,
man.
you should enjoy my session.
I am in your session.
You need to come to the top of Maze Bank and see my artwork.
I'll see you later. I'll see you later.
Okay, we'll see you in a few.
We'll see you soon.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Oh, where's the top of Maze Bank? Hold on, I can do this smartly. Hold on.
I mean, you can take a helicopter if you
yeah,
really
I was gonna say
want
like
to.
I can. Hold on, boop.
Oh, it's fading away.
No, keep making
no.
art. Keep making art. Keep making art. Make more of the art. Make more art.
Oh no! I accidentally hit the boost and now I'm no longer on the top of Maze Bank.
Evan, where are you?
Fucking Casey. He's fucking...
Casey's funny. Why do I have a red dot after me? What the fuck did I do to someone? Where are you? You are flying around near the sea of
I
Tower.
died. I'm not on the top of Maze Bank anymore.
Why you die?
Buzzard. How have we not had a business battle in all of this time?
I know, that's what's really weird too. Oh, when China gets home, we can do heist missions then.
Oh fuck yeah, we can.
Yeah, when China gets home, we can do heist missions.
Alan!
Hi, Evan.
My blades touched your blades. Oh shit!
I did a backflip.
Things
Hold
are
on.
getting a little bit crashy now. Oh! That was rude. That was not cool. That was not cool.
I was not. That was good.
Like, oh, business battle! Business battle! Oh, but now
Here,
I don't
Evan,
have
I'll pick you up. I'll pick you up. I'll pick you up. I'll pick you up. I'll pick you up.
You have to
oh,
invite
shit.
me to your CEO
Ow.
first. Okay, well, never mind, I guess.
That's good luck, so I was really
I'm just
upset.
gonna call my oppressor then. I'm gonna invite you to my motorcycle club.
Do it.
Alright, what do we have to do? Where is the business battle shit?
That's called
Oh,
more
there it is. Oh, it's up by Fort
mutuals, you
Zancudo.
fucking piece of shit.
It's up by Fort Zancudo.
Morse Mutual, how can I be of service? I'll look into it.
Oh! I crashed.
You okay?
I mean, I'm respawning, so.
I was like, what happened? Did you crash? Are you okay? Is everything fine? Where the fuck is these business battle goods?
It's up by Fort Zancudo. I'm going for it.
I'll meet you there! After I forget, I'm in a oppressor, not in a buzzard helicopter. And flight is not necessarily out. Same thing, because you can crash and you fall off. Bye. Oh shit.
It's gonna be the one where you have to kill the mercenaries, I think.
Damn it.
But it's product, so it's all the other shit. Oh no, you left the session!
I know, and now I'm in a session by myself.
Ooh, you should join my session. That's so weird how it does that sometimes.
I don't understand that. I was trying to do a vehicle mission, like steal a car, and when that happened, my car exploded because I was no longer in a public session. I'm like, that's fucked up. Like,
yeah. It does this weird thing sometimes where it's like you're in a session, and then all of a sudden it'll kick everybody out of the session except for you.
Yeah,
it's really
like,
weird. Fuck Sightseer. I don't want to do Sightseer. I'm doing the fucking business battle mission. Oh, I passed it. What the fuck? Oh, it's not the military base.
I am drunk.
I am also drunk.
Damn it, Evan, I am drunk. That means there's only one responsibility from here, and that's to continue drinking.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because now, I have to stay up because Casey's gonna be here, and I'm like, uh-oh.
Oh yeah, now you don't have a choice.
Yeah,
You've
now I
got
don't have a choice.
incoming.
There's called an obligation. And I'm like, oh, gotta roll for that obligation check. Here we go.
That's not a thing.
Alan is drunk. How many dice did you roll against? One black, one red, one purple. Perfect. Out of what? 2 green? We'll figure it out.
Ooh. Ooh.
Ooh.
Are you joining my session again?
Yeah, slowly loading. Slowly loading. I'm throwing up in the toilet. That's where I wake up. Sounds about right. Sounds about right. Yep, put that last spit in the toilet. Hold
That
your
is
shit
my
together.
future.
Just throwing up in a fucking random ass toilet in your nightclub or in your restaurant. You just spent the last night, you know, getting drunk with everyone else and just with your successes, and you wake up the next morning and just carving shit.
So should I always sell the special orders? Because right now I have a special order for 91,350.
For right now, I would say yes, but you should wait. I'm in the middle of a business battle.
Yeah,
Until
I'll
I
wait
finish
for
this
you.
business battle.
And then I'll invite you to my thingy, and then we'll do the thing.
Yeah. Agreed. Oh man, I have to pee.
Uh-oh.
Oh, it's one of those drunk pees where it's like...
There's a cup, there's a cup, there's a cup, there's a cup.
Oh, but I have product! I don't have time!
Then piss yourself! It's not worth it! Piss yourself, Evan!
I mean, I do have to do laundry.
Yeah, so just piss yourself, do laundry, but you still get the business battle goods. There you go.
There you go. Almost there. Come on. Almost there. Oh, man, I gotta pee. Oh, man, I gotta pee. Oh, I gotta pee. Oh, I gotta pee. Almost there. Come on. Here we are. Woo! Okay, now I pee.
Pee 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 pee.
Oh, man. Oh, man, I had to pee.
Pee it.
Okay, I did. Pee.
Good.
Alright, hold on one second. Let me just check something real quick. Ooh, I need to do another popularity mission. Alright, send me an invite to your nightclub and to your bullshit. Alright, I'm in your bullshit.
Yay.
Go ahead and start it whenever. Make sure you're in you're a CEO, right? Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
Call that Boozard.
Here we go.
Okay. We're gonna sell this stuff, and there might be a cash bonus in it as well.
We're just gonna go for the nearest one because...
Oh no! Somebody sent mercenaries to attack me.
Oh shit, really?
Yeah. Just got a notification, so be prepared. But I'm in a helicopter, so good fucking luck.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Do you see the red circles, or is it just me?
No, I think you only see the red circles.
Ooh, that was close.
Let's see, where's the next one?
Why does your bonus keep going down?
My what?
Oh,
because I keep...
You got incoming. You've got a fucking... Just be ready. Did you put guns on that thing?
No, I totally forgot to put the guns before I did this mission. Damn it. It's okay.
I think he's coming for you, so just be prepared. Yeah, he's coming for you. Just drive. Don't worry about him, just drive.
To write you a song to make you fall in love, I would already have you right under my arms. My name is Mike Posner, and I'm a badass, and you're cooler than me. Oh.
Is he coming at you?
He hasn't yet. Ooh. Oh, I'm about to hit a bridge.
Right on top of you.
It's
He's
okay, I'll
right
hit a
on
bridge.
top of you.
Oh. Woo! Shit, this nigga's so quick with his fucking missiles. Fuck! I just keep saying fuck!
Just drive,
oh my
bro.
God.
All you can do is drive.
Oh my god, here we go! Here we go! Oh, this GPS led me to the wrong direction!
Oh, he died! Oh, he died!
How'd he die? I'm about to go downstairs, hold on. Apparently my GPS is a fucking fuck because it doesn't know how to GPS my way. Oh my god. Here we go. Oh, fuck you, troll. Oh, how do I oh my god. Of course. Some really stupid.
I mean, if you want to, you can activate Ghost Organization. But it's
I
gonna
think maybe
cut
after I make
into
this drop.
only if there's still people nearby. If he's still nearby, then you should. If he's not, he doesn't seem to be nearby anymore. It looks like he gave up.
Oh, here he comes in a fucking thingy.
Yeah, fucking Ghost Organization, that shit.
Oh shit. Oh damn it.
How much did you get for the 2 or 3?
It's okay.
How much did you get?
68,000. So I got 2/3 of what it should have been. Yeah, sounds about right.
That's GTA. Unfortunately, you can't always get lucky. The good news is it cost him 10 grand to kill my oppressor.
Motherfucker.
So he got $2,500 for that, but he lost.
Okay.
So he got $15,000 for it. That motherfucker.
Like, seriously, like, what I want to do is I just want to take my oppressor and just chase this guy so he keeps killing me. It just keeps costing him $10,000. We'll do it like 10 times, so it costs him like $100,000. I just keep hunting this fool.
And he'll just keep blowing you up, and he'll just be like, "Yep."
Look at this.
It's like, yeah, are you having fun? And he's thinking, oh yeah, man, I keep killing this guy. What he doesn't realize is that it's costing him hundreds of thousands of dollars.
That motherfucker. I have a stone hatchet.
I mean, I have trouble getting mad at people because at the same time, if I had a Deluxo, I'd probably do the same thing.
Yeah, if I had an oppressor with missiles, that's exactly what I'd be doing.
Yeah. I mean, if you really want to sell your shit without getting any of it taken away, you sell it at a private session. Like,
yeah.
We should probably find a new session, though.
Finding a new session as we speak.
Kick me out of your helicopter.
Oops.
Is it shot time?
I mean, we've only been drinking for 2 hours. That's badass.
We're gonna need to order food soon. I'm gonna need a cheeseburger.
I can grill at burgers. It'll be fast.
Oh, and you bought brioche buns too.
Mm-hmm. I have brioche buns as well.
Yeah, we should do that soon.
How many people are in your sesh? I have 12.
Still loading. Hold on. Full session, not 20 yards. Alright, I'm in your session. Send me an invite. Or actually, hold on, let me check mine. I don't think I have anything to sell.
Damn it, hold on. I started a thingy promotion.
Are you doing a promotion? Alright, I'll
Yeah,
do
real
one too
quick.
then. And then I need to buy my terabyte.
Yeah, you do. And then we'll just grind your terabyte for like forever and a day, and we'll just make money off of doing it. Ooh. Oh, that's what's happened.
no! Always do that. I always accidentally call the wrong fucking vehicle. I just called a BJXL. I don't even know what that is. It's a fucking, just a black car. It's like nothing special. It cost me like $25,000.
Fuck.
Oh shit. Everyone just got kicked out of the session. I'm not in the same session as you anymore.
It says that you are.
It just told me that everybody left. It says I'm only in a session with...
There we go. Now it shows.
I'm in a session by myself.
Now we're both in our session with ourselves.
Right, so once you're done, join my session.
Sounds good.
Since it's a solo session. Ooh, crashed. Alright, after this promotion mission, we're taking another shot.
Okay.
What's your promotion mission?
Stealing the stupid beer truck. Oh shit.
Yeah, that one's probably my least favorite one.
But there's like two different types. There's one where you have to make sure you can't crash very much, and there's one where you just drive it and you just fucking just.
I don't like either one. They're equally shitty.
I wonder if I should just take Excedrin now.
I mean, want to.
Oh my god, these fucking Koreans and their Karumas. These damn fucking Asian people.
Fucking you up?
Those NPCs, man, they're nasty.
Yeah, sometimes they're rough. Leave my friend alone.
There we go.
I'm having a really hard time right now, Alan.
Because you're drunk?
Yeah, I crashed the police cruiser, and now it's stuck. I'm trying to unstuck it by ramming it. It's not
Well,
working.
at least they know not to mess with us anymore. Maybe that will bring in the cool kids.
Here, let me start making food.
Oh, my bad.
It's probably around that time.